The number one, rank one, free-to-play Honkai Star Rail player has returned. Now, for those who were enlightened to my gameplay before I got Yunli, I couldn't even get past floor 3 of the MOC. I couldn't do any Apocalyptic Shadow, and I couldn't 3-star Pure Fiction at all. It was bad, okay? So here's today's account update. By the way, this video is going to be me on my account. I know I did a poll saying, do you want background gameplay or normal gameplay? When I'm covering my accounts, I'm going to be on my accounts, obviously, right? However, when the video calls for like running around, not having any importance to the video at all, then I'll probably put in some background gameplay, right? I've already clipped some of my Yunli gameplay that I'm sure you guys will enjoy. Those 20 to 30 Ks that my Yunli hits. I'm sure that those beautiful damage numbers will enchant people into my channel. However, let's get straight into it. So, this is the progress I've made. 21 stars in MOC, 5 stars in Pure Fiction, 6 in Apocalyptic Shadow. Now, if you don't know what this was looking like before, it used to be 8 stars in MOC, 0 in Apocalyptic Shadow, and 0 in Pure Fiction. Yeah. It was bad, boys. I'm gonna be honest. It was bad, okay? So, I'm now kind of leveling up. And keep in mind, this is still with a unbuilt, fully traced out Yunli, right? I did finally get her to level 80, and I did get these big traces right here. However, I'm still missing 4% crit rate. I'm missing like what, 20% attack from her traces. Also, most of these aren't completely leveled, and I'm still missing 2 relics that I could use on her. So once that happens, she'll probably be doing like nearly double the damage. Once I'm fully able to get that, I want to go for nearly 100% crit rate as soon as I can, right? Hopefully I can hit that at some point, right? Because I really need that 100% crit rate so I can be kind of consistent, as well as maybe like 20 to 30% more crit damage, and I'd be pretty happy, right? Light cone right now, I've never gotten this many pulls from doing the endgame content before, so it's kind of refreshing. So I think I did like 10 pulls on the light cone banner, or nearly 10 pulls, I believe. Let's see. 10, yeah, I did 12 pulls on the light cone banner, trying my hardest to get her light cone, and then I realized I should probably stop doing this, even though I'm guaranteed on it, and wish instead on the character banner. So I spent like 3 or 4 wishes on the character banner, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, it was more than that. So 13 pity on the character banner, 12 pity on the light cone banner. Now, the reason I switched to the character banner is because I need to build pity for Robin, straight up. This does mean, though, now that I'm like able to semi-clear the endgame content, that I'll now be able to get more jades. I think on average now, I'll probably be able to get an extra 1,000 jades every patch, assuming I can still clear the same by the next MOC with a better Yunli, but with worse buffs, right? So 1,000 jades extra a patch, or even more than that, is actually like pretty huge, right? Like, it's actually very, very important, and it helps me out a lot. Like, that's nearly an extra 10 pulls, because realistically, I've already gotten more than 1,000 jades from all 3 modes combined and doing them halfway, right? Like, I've gotten more than 1,000. So this is pretty big for me, as I now pretty much get an extra 10 pulls every patch. Honestly, the Yunli investment, I have to say, might have actually been worth it, because I really needed a second team that could keep up with my Firefly team so that I could do the endgame content, and I now have that. Keep in mind, she's still worse than my Firefly team, obviously. However, she's also like very unbuilt, right? Which, by the way, I also want to mention, I barely lost out on 6 stars for Pure Fiction. It was by like 300 points, and if my Yunli literally was able to get one more ult off, I would have gotten 6 stars. So, unfortunate. However, that shouldn't be a problem once I get her damage up, right? Same with MOC, same with Apocalyptic Shadow. The issue I have in Apocalyptic Shadow right now isn't even clearing in time. It's that my Ting Yun dies way too fast because she has the lowest HP of like any of my characters. And as you'll see, the only defense orb I have leveled up at all is on my Sparkle. So I can't really use any HP or defense orbs right now. So yeah, I mean, low key, this one has attack percent, HP attack percent. Let's just do this. Let's see. No, actually that works. That works. Yeah. Okay. I'm leveling you up to 12 and no further. Okay. Yeah. There we go, boys. So I'll put this on my Ting Yun. Literally, that was my Gallagher's. Oh, that was my Gallagher's. I'll give my Gallagher this attack one instead with break effect. I think that's the smarter idea. However, actually, let me switch that right now. Yeah. Switch. There we go. How much HP does my Gallagher have? Please don't be too low. He still has a decent bit. And now my Ting Yun has like 700 more HP with higher defense. So, we just did that. And I'll probably attempt to do Apocalyptic Shadow after this video to get another 3 stars or 2 stars, whatever it is, right? I'm going to try my hardest, basically, right? So, good progress. Halfway through MOC, halfway through Apocalyptic Shadow, and nearly halfway through Pure Fiction. Right now, what's really bottlenecking my Pure Fiction runs is the fact that I don't have Ruan Mei on my Firefly team. So sometimes, like, some of these mobs take like 2 hits from Firefly to actually break instead of 1, since I don't have Ruan Mei, and it's very annoying. Right, like this is the only reason why I'm struggling on Pure Fiction right now. It's because my Yunli team is absolutely carrying, and my Firefly team is bottlenecked by not having the extra weakness break efficiency from Ruan Mei. Now, this is making me think, right? I am gonna go for Robin first, no matter what, whether I win or lose the 50-50. However, if I'm somehow able to get go for a second 5-star, whether it be me getting an early on Robin's banner, I'm probably gonna instantly go for Ling Sha in the 2.5 patch. And I say this because I don't have Ruan Mei, and for Pure Fiction right now, my biggest issue, right, my number 1 biggest issue is the weakness break thing. It takes too long for me to weakness break mobs. So Ling Sha with her follow-up is gonna help tremendously. Which, by the way, I want to mention, I've already seen an E6S5. Yes, it's E6S5. However, it was literally just Ling Sha and I think 1 other unit, and they full starred Pure Fiction because of her follow-ups. So if I just get Ling Sha, I won't have to deal with this weakness break bullshit any longer, and I'll be able to break mobs way more often and get kills way more often, and Pure Fiction should be a breeze if I get Ling Sha, right? Not once, because I still don't know if I'll get her or not. I need to win 2 50-50s in a row for that and get 1 semi early. However, if that does happen, I will be going for Ling Sha because I just need her. Like, for Pure Fiction right now, I really need her on my break team to get full stars, right? 2.6 strip marketing still isn't out. I saw that there was a new leak about a certain character or kit. I'm not completely sure. Don't get me wrong. However, it was one small leak, so I'm not going to make an entire video on that. I'm not trying to milk anything, right? So, very good progress on the account. Very proud. Yunli's doing really good damage, and that's with, again, pretty much 2 useless relics that only give us 8% crit rate, and the Trace's not that highly leveled up, right? So I'm pretty happy. I hope you guys are happy, and we'll finally have some background gameplay in some of the videos where I'm not specifically talking about my account. Like, usually when I make like leaks and kits analysis and all that stuff, then I'll probably put background gameplay on the game, right? So yeah, that's the video. Great account progress. I can now get more jades every patch, and it's super helpful towards me getting new characters. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Have a good night. Have a good day. Peace.